And welcome back, everybody, to the Big L podcast. I'm your host, Big L. This is episode 16 of the podcast. Thank you for tuning in. Let's get started. That's gonna be my new intro. That's gonna be my that's gonna be my intro. When I get the like the actual music intro and everything, that's just gonna be you know how YouTubers got their little intro outros. That's gonna be mine. That's gonna be mine. Welcome back, everybody. Welcome back. We back in the office. We were in the living room last episode, but let me tell you about that real quick. Now, it was cool being in a different space, but it felt so like I don't know. I was like the camera was further away, and I don't know. The real issue I had with filming in the living room was trying to get like the files from the camera onto the laptop because I was recording off the laptop through the interface and the microphone and everything. That was such a pain to do. I don't understand what the problem was. I still don't get it. Then when I put it on this computer, it was fine. So I'm like, is it just my laptop? Like I don't understand what the problem is. I didn't understand that. I liked it. It was cool. It was a cool setup. All neutral. Um, the paintings in the background. I thought it was cool, but I don't know. Maybe I got to try something different in the future. I don't know. But we back in the office. You feel me? Something else that's new. I guess the office ain't really new, but this is new. If you're watching on YouTube, if you're listening on Apple or Spotify, come click over to the YouTube real quick. I got some high quality videos. We ain't just audio. We got videos too, man. Come click over, subscribe, hit the like button. Hit the like button. But got the Durag on, y'all. So from the last podcast, which was last week. Yeah, it was last week. Cause it's technically it's Friday because it's like Friday early morning. I didn't do it on Tuesday. I'm not even gonna get no excuses. I just didn't do Tuesday. It's just on Friday. Maybe I just do Fridays. I don't know. But from that last time, got my hair cut. I got it cut back low, wavelength. I've been brushing. Got the do rag on. I'm trying to get something new going on. You feel me? I used to do the waves back in 2018. I was going strong for a good couple months. I just got lazy. But this time I'm not going to get lazy. I know the formula. I know what to do. I've been brushing. I feel good. I'm going to get it good. I'm going to get the 360s. You feel me? Get the 360s. But anyways, let's get to our topics. So first things first, where is it? Oh, here it is. Juneteenth is officially a federal holiday. And to that I say, what does that do for us? When I say us, I mean as black folks. What does that do to the African American community? Okay, it's a federal holiday. I don't see how that's helping us. This feels just the same as when they painted the streets with Black Lives Matter. Like that didn't do anything for anybody. There may be some representation, but it's too out there right now about the Black Lives Matter movement, and the world has seen they finally have seen how the police really treat black people in America, at least, and just making this a federal holiday. And Joe Biden said, let me pull up the actual I'm gonna pull up what he actually said. He said, let me see, no, what did he say? Because no, that's what Kamala said. I can't find it, but it said like he was just saying like this is one of the most important things I'm doing as the president right now. And to that I say that is so like below the bar of things you need to fix right now that it's not even funny. How does that help black people? I don't get that. I don't understand that unless you're doing something to remove the corrupt laws and just the corruption that America was built on, racism and that's been embedded in the country since it's been built, unless you're doing something to help change that and make it fairness for everybody, especially black people, I don't think you're not doing anything, You're just barely dragging your feet along. That's not even really dragging your feet along. That's just like, here, take this. That's what that feels like. Like, I mean, and it's funny that it's now a federal holiday, but every time when I ever looked at the calendar around this time on Apple, they always marked it as a holiday. Like, it's always been Juneteenth on there, like, forever. So I don't, I don't know. Like, why now? Why not last year? I don't know. Well, I guess I know why last year, but I don't know. It just feels like it doesn't mean anything for real. It's just like, okay, what can you do to help us? That doesn't help us for real. I don't know. I don't have no real thoughts on it. That's just it. It just feels like nothing. He could do a lot more right now for the country than he's doing. But here's something though. I want right now. Mr. Joe Biden, excuse me, Miss Kamala Harris. The streets need another stimulus check. They need another. And when I say they, I mean me. I want another stimulus check. Give us one more parting stimulus check. Like give like $800. Give just $800. Just as a thanks for bearing with us through this what is it, pandemic. Even though the pandemic is not over, but like to them it's over. So like at least give us something on the way out. You know how people give the pamphlets or just something for like your time at like ceremonies or something. Just give that to us on the way out, quote unquote, on the way out of this pandemic. Because it's not over. It's far from over. It's too many things that people have seen and been exposed to, whether from like the unfair justice system and just the corruption in America and unfairness of jobs and everything. It's too much people have seen now that we can't ever go back to 2019 normal. Like, it's too much. We're never going to go back to that normal. Not just regular going to the store, not having to worry about no mask on. Like, it's too much we done seen and experienced now that's going to go back to normal. Like, I don't think the unemployment is going to, like, not the unemployment, what am I trying to say? Like, it's not going to be an easy road back. Or, I mean, we're not going back, but I don't know where we're going, or where they think we're about to go. Like, because people are not going back to work. People are not going back to work until the wages are fair, because minimum wage is still at 7. Let me see. Let me see what it is. Let me see the minimum wage. It's still at $7.25. That is what people in high school make. Like, I made a little bit more. I made $7.57 when I worked at Burger King at my first job. So that's even lower, That's not something people could live off of. And especially in today's climate where the housing market is insane. Even just trying to rent a single 1-bedroom apartment, just like not even like high end, just like kind of okay, like not in the sticks, just like okay, it's $1,400 and you don't get any utilities included, so you can't live off of that. You can't live comfortably. You had to struggle forever. You just can't do that. And people not going to return to work until something is changed about that, where everybody can live fairly. It's a lot of things. They're not going to fix it because they just want the rich to stay rich, and they just want the people in poverty to stay in poverty, because they don't want people to afford housing. They want people to stay in debt. They want they don't want people to live a certain way comfortably. They want people to struggle for whatever reason. I don't understand. I don't understand. And I don't even think he really gonna do anything about the student loan. Get rid of the student loan. Just the money. Like there's no way. Like you're gonna clear everybody's. And I feel like if you're gonna clear everybody's, how about the people that pay their stuff off? What do they get? Or they just weren't included because they were excluded from this time period. How is that fair to them? It's just a lot of things wrong with America. Like, you go to school, and if you don't do like an internship or anything, you can't even really get a job in the field that you're trying to do because you don't have enough experience. So now you're stuck. You're stuck with debt, and you can't even get to a job that you trying to get into. It's just a lot of things wrong. But I know on the little bio it says we talk about politics, but I don't want to get too deep into it. We all see what's going wrong. I don't know how it ever get fixed. Just keep praying, keep praying, keep pursuing, keep going. It's gonna get better, y'all. I don't know how, but it's gonna get better, y'all. Just keep praying. But let's see what else is new. Rapper DDG quits YouTube to focus on music. Let me tell you why that's a bad idea. At least what I think, right? Because he didn't do it right. He and I'm not really a fan of this man. I just kind of just know him from YouTube. He got like a couple songs that kind of blew up, right? Now he think, it's just a big time rapper. I don't need YouTube no more. But I feel like unless either the music pays more than YouTube ever does, but even then, it's like he deleted all the videos. Like I don't get that. You deleted all the videos, so you're not getting any type of revenue back. And you're not going to get any new people from that platform, because that's how I found out about DDG. I didn't find out about music. I found it from YouTube, So your fans who was fans of you from YouTube, they can't even support you no more on there, watching your videos back. Some people said they already had some favorite videos on there. You can't even watch them no more. You're not getting no revenue money from them. Because why would you want multiple streams of income? Okay, sure, maybe the music pays 10 times more than that, but wouldn't you still want that? And like still something for your fans to go watch? I don't see it. And like I said, well, I just haven't listened to the music, and I don't think I will. But I don't think I mean, I don't know. I can't tell people how to live their life. I can't tell people how to live their life. I just don't think that's smart. But it's like, yeah, your fans is like, yo, where the videos at, dog? And why I don't get why he can't like hire somebody to come film him doing his rapper stuff and edit and everything, and just put that on there, just like a day in a life type thing, or just vlogs of him doing that. Why can't he do that? DDG, why can't you do that? I don't get that. If we still on rappers, Polo G got arrested. This was like a week ago at the Miami. What is this at his album release party? Him, his sister, and his baby mama got arrested for aggravated. I don't even know. It wasn't. I don't even think he did anything. But it's crazy because the week before that, Pooh Shiesty got arrested. Well, he actually shot at somebody, so I can see that one. Which I don't understand. You done made it. You rich and everything, and you still want to act up. I don't get that. I never understood that with people. That's why not everybody deserve to be famous or deserve to have money. They shouldn't give a lot of people certain people money. because they still don't know how to act. Or not just money, attention. We shouldn't give certain people attention because they don't know how to act, or we don't really know how they act, you know? But Polo G, he's like a cool dude, so I don't understand what happened there. I don't know if I could pull up the article. I never have anything ready. Like I'll read the article beforehand, but then if I want to reference something to it, I still don't have it. So let me see. Okay, I'm pulling it back up. He was charged with 2 misdemeanors and 3 felonies, including battery of a police officer. Okay, maybe maybe I was wrong. I don't know. Yeah, 3 felonies. Resisting a police officer with violence. Okay. Okay, so he was getting pulled over for something, and he said he was getting pulled over, and then he just resisted. I don't know. I feel like they're just bothering people. You know, what are you bothering people for? What do you need to do? What are you doing? I don't get it. What are you bothering people for? Said what does this say? The musician did not immediately respond to the request for comment. His mother later shared on Twitter that Polo G was a passenger in the car when they pulled him over, claiming that the charge against him would not have occurred while the police making contact. None of these charges would be possible if the police did not make contact with my son. He was not the driver. He was the passenger. Oh, okay. See, you learn more about the story. You could see, like, some people are like, oh, maybe he was doing something. He was in the passenger seat. See what I'm saying? Like, why are you bothering people? For what? He was moving smart and correctly. What more could you have done? Exactly. Professional. Yeah, he has security. Yeah, what are you bothering people for? I swear, the police just bother people just because, you know, they're in a position of power, you know, so they feel they could just, they want to show you that they have more power over you. They literally have the power to change your life or take your life. That's what they want to show, which is just ridiculous. That's why you can't give certain people power. You can't give certain people money. You can't give certain people attention. You know, they get all to their heads, or they'll just explode, or I don't know. You just can't do that with people. But it's crazy because he's really like, I mean, at least from what we see, he's not like one of them dudes to just act out like that. So he was in the passenger seat. He wasn't even doing nothing. I could see why he would get upset about that. Just trash. What else I got? Put the question: when will places open longer? And I think this goes back to what I was saying about unemployment. When they stop doing that, when they stop doing the unemployment, then places like McDonald's and, well, I don't know if they'll go back to 24 hours, but I don't know. I saw recently on TikTok, there's couple Walmarts that have gotten rid of a lot of checkout lanes, and it's just self checkout. That's kind of, it's not good because you're taking people's jobs, but then it's like, well, people don't want to work, then get rid of it. But the people are not working because they're not getting paid fairly for what they have to go through. Because people are, you don't understand how dumb, ignorant, and just out of pocket people are until you work in customer service. You don't get that till you work in customer service. I feel like everybody, and I mean everybody, should work a fast food job and a retail job for like 6 months so that everybody can understand, okay, I understand how it is, you know, how hard this is. Because people are out of pocket nowadays. It's not a time that I don't get on the timeline and see somebody from Walmart acting out because they want to fight somebody, or just something random and weird happens at Walmart. It's always Walmart, you know. This is why we go to Target. Me and my fan base here and my listeners, We go to Target. I mean, I gotta go to Walmart sometimes. They got certain things Target don't, but for the most part, we go to Target, y'all, because you don't see none of that happen at Target. It's always Walmart. You don't hear nothing about Kroger. You don't hear nothing about what's a fancy place like Trader Joe's, Walmart. Like I said, because Walmart got everything, man. Especially like their online. I don't know if people hip to their online store, but I was the last class I had was like an e-commerce class, like an online class, like an online business class about online business, and it was talking about the differences of like Walmart online versus in the store. And Walmart online has really stepped up their game. They got everything. They got champion stuff. They got they bought out a lot of online businesses and a lot of online stores. So whenever you want to type in like a specific brand, I can't think of none on the top of my head, but it'll direct you to Walmart because that's where they sell it off of now. So they really stepped up their game. But it's still like, you know, I don't know who's really like getting groceries delivered to their house unless you're like special needs or you just old and you can't walk around like you used to, you know. Because for the most part, there's a Walmart every couple miles, you know. So I could just see just going into the store or like what I was going with this from the 24 hours thing. That was kind of beneficial to a lot of people because you know they work throughout the day, they be tired, they just go grocery shop at night, you know. But with the self checkout, I feel like it's like a win and lose because you know people with the jobs, but then it's like I don't know how much faster that is. Like especially if you're grocery shopping, like a whole basket full of groceries. That takes a little more time. Like, does that take more time or the same amount of time as someone else ringing versus you ringing? Plus, you know, something don't scan right or something don't got a tag on it or just the machine acting up. Then you gotta wait on somebody to come over there, come fix it, and I don't know which is more beneficial or which one goes faster. You know, it's like a loop, you know, until something is fixed in the loop, it's going to just keep going like, oh, we're going to make more self checkouts since people don't want to work. Well, people don't want to work because they're not getting paid more money and they're not getting paid more money because the corporations and big CEOs don't want to drop you know, they'll make like let's just say 150,000. They don't want to drop to 110 or something, you know, because I can't afford this and you know. Like, why does a human being gotta work, not work more, but why does someone need so much money? You know, like billionaires. Why are billionaires a thing and people struggling? But then you kind of do. It's sad to say, but in a society, you need people that at the bottom. Like you need people that work at Walmart, you know, because how you gonna get stuff stocked, you know, or the store is clean for you to shop in, or just to make sure the machine's working and everything. It's like I was saying to I don't know what podcast episode it was. It was early on. I said I was talking about the Amazon ones. Like it's gonna be just it might be a couple people in there, but for the most part, it's just you. You go in there, you grab what you gotta grab, and you pay on the little like the subway thing. I don't know what it's called, and it just scans your phone that has your wallet in there, and you just walk out. I wonder when it's gonna get to the point where you just have your phone on you, like you don't need a wallet or keys, you know, because some cars, at least with my dad's car, he has an app where he can start his car up. I still think he has to put the key in there. I don't know if any like the newer models you could just press some on your phone and then you could just go, or you unlock your phone through that. that's not. I don't think that's safe. Well, I don't know when it'll get to a point where it's like it will be that safe, that your stuff will be secure enough that you could just use your phone. Because for the most part, you can. Because a lot of the keypad, most of the I can't think of the words, the name of these things. Where you pay on, they got Apple Pay or Samsung Pay, or I don't know if there's Google Pay, but they got those different pays. You just put your phone over there. I can't do that. I know I would if our bank allowed that. I do that all the time because that's just so convenient. Don't get me wrong, I love having a wallet. I got like a card holder wallet, but like that's just so convenient. Like Walmart has that option. If you got the app and you got your card on the app, you just swipe over the thing or scan the QR code on there. You just pay through there, you get your receipt, and you're gone. Or you don't even get the receipt. You get the email receipt. Save paper, the environment. So it's a lot of beneficial things about technology and in retail places. But I don't know where I was going with it, but like I was just saying, I lost my point. I was just talking about Amazon and it really this whole thing just stemmed from why aren't places 24 hours? But like, do you need a 24-hour McDonald's? I guess for people who work midnights, they need somewhere to go to get some food if they hadn't picked a lunch. And but who I don't know. I mean, I guess there's some people who want to work the graveyard shift right now. More convenient. You do something throughout the day. You just sleep in like the morning. Like my dad works midnights. He come home at 7. He do like 7 to like 1. He'll sleep from 7 to 1, then be up the rest of the day, all the way till it's a long time. I don't know how he does it, but he does it. I'm not saying I can't. I don't like saying I can't. I want to take that out of my vocabulary because I don't want to do that. If I have to, I will, but I refuse to do that yet. I stick with morning, afternoon to night. I prefer the morning because you get the rest of your day. It's just waking up. That's tough, trying to get up early that first time, especially if you work at like 6 or something. That's tough. Like when I started college, I made sure not to schedule my classes that early. I made sure it would still be in the morning, but it'd be like a 10:30 class, like just somewhere in that time. In the double digits times, that's when I took my classes. And I did take a night class, my first college class. I took a night class. Never do that again. I would never take a night class again. That is so irritating. Cause you don't want to really use your brain a lot, like going into the night. That's what the time you want to like start to shut down a little bit. So, but I kind of had to that last year because just the way the schedule was. I had to start at like 5 or 6. I forgot what time it started, but I had to. So it's kind of trash, especially when it got to the wintertime and it started to get dark early and your brain just wants to like say, no, I'm not doing nothing like that. Because whenever I do my like online schoolwork, I try to do it like in the morning. Just 1, to get out the way, and 2, that's when I'm most active, What time I'm at? I got a minute left. Hold on. Okay, we back. Let me see. We in focus. Okay, we in focus. I had to make sure. It's been like a week since I filmed one of these, and sometimes I be let me get that off there. Oh, I don't know. Sometimes I get a little flabbergasted. I don't know. I get just a little rusty. That's why I get a little rusty when doing this. Not just this, like talking. I forget how to not forget how to talk. I forget how it goes. That's why I kind of like to do this more consistently, so I don't sound like I'm fresh off, like I'm new again. Like even when I listen back to like the first couple ones, I'm like, those weren't bad. I think I'm just overthinking it sometimes. Like those weren't bad, especially the first one, like the 7 minute one. That wasn't bad at all. That was the first thing I recorded too. Like I got that mug straight out the box, plugged it in, went to talking. I was like, oh yeah, I'm feeling this one. I'm feeling this one. I got to get the camera at night. I'm here. We here now. But let me see what I got. Oh, okay. This is one I would want to talk about for a minute. I just haven't gathered enough evidence for it, but I think I got enough evidence now. So for years, since when did the first iPhone come out? 2008, 2009. It's always been the debate, Android versus iPhone. And to me, as a Apple user, you can't see the computer, but as a Apple user, Samsung is better, like 100% better. Like the phones, 100% better. 100%. See, because here's why I'm going to say this, right? Samsung or Android phones, they have all the features. Like, let me explain, right? They have Touch ID and Face ID. They been have Face ID way before iPhone did. They have both of those right now in the phone. They not just Touch ID like a button, but like it integrated in the glass. You could just press your phone and it Touch IDs. Someone got them on the back, like my dad's. He has his on the back, but you got it through the glass. They been had widgets. They been had all this stuff that Apple is now putting in their phones. They been had the app drawer. They been had, like I said, the widgets. They honestly they do have better cameras. People only say that because like when they're using like Snapchat or like Instagram or something, they're not really using the camera. At least with them, they're not using that camera. They're just using like the picture of they're using like what the phone sees, if that makes sense. Like when you put on the camera, it's like looking at that. They're not looking through the actual camera. That's why it looks grainy like that and not as crisp, because their cameras are crisp. I don't get why people don't know that, or they don't care to know that. But what I'm saying is they're just better in every way. But the reason why people like Apple is because they're simple, they're clean. That's it. They're simple and clean. Like to me with Android, why do you need all this stuff on there? Like they have a lot of features that like they're really dope features on there that iPhone still doesn't have, and just different things you could do, different apps you could download on there. Like that you like I always heard like Android is more for business people, like the Note 4 and phones like that. They're for like business people, but iPhones it's just for like the simple people. Like you don't need all these features because 9 times out of 10, the average person isn't using all that, you know. And I think that's why Apple's not doing it as all at once. Like it's already there. They announce it to get you excited for it, to build some hype up around it. Like they just announced for iOS 15 that comes out in September that FaceTime calls are gonna have, and boy, this is where the catfishing about to come in, but they're gonna have the portrait mode that you do on the phone. They're gonna have that on FaceTime and like the blurred out background and everything. And they're gonna have it so like the audio is just better audio when you're talking on the phone, which I think is kind of cool. I don't see why that's necessary, but that's kind of cool. I like the portrait mode. What do you really need that for? You're not, unless it's like a business call, which wouldn't you want to just do Zoom or Skype or something? You know, I don't know, but I don't see how that's necessary. But the cool thing, and this is why I was going with the Android versus iPhone thing, is that you can now share FaceTimes with Android people. Like you could share the FaceTime link and they could go on FaceTime now. You don't have to get another app like I don't even know, like Hangouts, like Google Hangouts or like any other third party app. You could just send the link to them, which that's kind of a game changer. That's a game changer right there. You can finally talk to your people just through your phone. I can finally FaceTime my dad without going through some other app. I think that's pretty cool. But yeah, it's still like, to me, on paper, that's what I mean to say. On paper, Android is better, but for me personally, it's kind of like the computers. Like I don't like Windows computers. I don't like the operating system, or even like the actual build of some computers. Like it's clean, it's minimal, it's solid. I like the metal finish on it, the cold feel. Um, and in the operating system, it's just clean to me. I like the way the icons look, the app icons, and the whole system. I just like that. I've always liked that better than Windows to me. I think they're coming out with Windows 11. I don't know if that was just a rumor. Let me see. Yeah, they coming out Windows 11. They got leaks of the new UI, the start menu, and it does look clean. I'm not gonna hate. I sometimes I am a hater. I'm not gonna lie, but it is pretty clean. It will not make me switch over though. It won't let me switch over. It won't make me switch over because I'm just too into the ecosystem of Apple right now. And that's how they get you right there. That's how they get you. Because you get the iPhone, then it's like, okay, then you go ahead and you get like the AirPods. I gotta get a new pair of AirPods too. I'm gonna break down and just get a pair again. Just try to keep up with it better. Cause I lost my earbuds, y'all. It's crazy. I looked everywhere. I flipped the mattress over. I can't find them earbuds anywhere. Like the wires, can't find them. But like they make you buy the they don't make you buy it, but you're like, okay, then I could get the AirPods because it's like synced with the iPhone. You just flip it on. They got the little, you have your phone on, and they have the little pop-up menus like, you want to pair these, you pair them. Then you go ahead and take it a step up. It's like, okay, maybe I want to get an iPad or a MacBook. Then you get that. Then you keep going and going, and you're deeper and deeper in the ecosystem. And now, when you're so deep into it, it's hard to switch over. Excuse me, especially when you've been using it for so long and so many years. It's hard to switch over to that because it's so fluidly integrated with each other. I can airdrop anything from my phone onto my computer like that. And it is crazy. I can airdrop stuff to my mom like that. I can't do that with my dad. I got to send an actual text message or an email to him, not Bluetooth to Bluetooth. Even though, and I just found out today, his Bluetooth is way better than ours. Like, he could connect to 2 Bluetooth devices at once because he was trying to find another speaker, because he has one, but he's trying to find the other one so he can have like dual speakers and have the music playing at the same time and have better audio playing outside. And I did not know that. That kind of blew my mind. I'm like, oh, okay, that's pretty dope. So, stuff like that. But it's like, how often he is a regular person, but like, how often are you thinking about doing stuff like that? Like, they have these, Android has these things integrated in their system that most likely the common person is not using. And I got this topic from Marquez Brownlee, MKHD. That's where I get a lot of my tech, like information and news from, that guy. Shout out to him. But yeah, it on paper they're better, but I just like how it looks better. That's just me. Not just looks, like, don't get me wrong, they're not perfect. And here's where I'm about to get to the next section of it. They're not perfect at all. Apple's not 100% perfect. But this might be on me. But I was, doing my thing, updating my apps, and it was saying my storage is almost full. And you can't like update your apps when your storage is almost full. So I'm looking at my storage, and I guess I overlooked it when I got the new phone, but I only have 64 gigabytes of storage in my phone. Now you would think that's a lot, but it's really not. Especially when you got a lot of apps, a lot of photos, a lot of music, So now I'm like, that's crazy. Like I thought I got like 128. Actually, I didn't know what I thought I had. I never knew that, but because I never got to a point where it was like I need more storage. Like I'm just like, wow, I really don't have a lot of storage, so I had to delete a good amount of apps, like those, like like Nike and like the shopping apps. I'm like, why do I really need the apps? Can I just go on the website and just log in there and order stuff on there? Like I think that's better, right? I think that'd be better. Or like Netflix and like Hulu and stuff. Like, why do I have them on the phone? I don't. The only thing I really watch on my phone is YouTube. So I'm like, okay, I don't really need those. Get rid of those. That didn't do nothing for that storage. I'm talking about nothing. I went into photos. I got rid of a lot of old photos, like screenshots and just photos I'm never gonna look at again. I got rid of a lot of those. That took a good dent out of it. But I don't know what else I got to do. And I have like a bunch of iCloud storage. I have like 2 terabytes. So I don't know how to like make it so that's like the main. I don't know how to do that. I gotta look into it some more. I don't know how to make that like the main storage, if you understand. So like there's that problem. Sometimes whenever I like try to load Premiere, or like I don't know, sometimes it just be acting funny, or maybe that's just like Premiere, because some people say Premiere be crashing sometimes. But I don't want to go to Final Cut because I don't really like Final Cut. And it's funny because I started out on Final Cut. Like that's the program I learned how to. Well, that's not the first program. The first program I learned how to edit stuff on was Windows Movie Maker. Those were the good days. Windows Movie Maker. I had that down packed. Then I learned Final Cut Pro 10. Was it 10 at the time? I don't remember. I just know it was Final Cut Pro. I learned that, had that down pat. Then the teacher wanted to switch like halfway through. It's like, okay, we're doing Premiere Pro now. And I'm like, in Premiere, I'm like, yo, this ain't it. Like, I was not feeling that because I was so used to Final Cut. But then I learned Premiere, and I just learned to like Premiere more. Then I got to college, and that's all I used was Premiere. No, not just Premiere. I just used Adobe stuff. Like, that's all I really used was Adobe stuff. So, and I don't know. It just be crashing sometimes. Like, I don't even be doing nothing. I'll be just trying to start it up, and it'll be like, system not responding, forced to quit. I'm like, why? I didn't even do nothing. But, like, Photoshop will open fine, or Lightroom will open up fine, or even After Effects will be fine. It's really just Premiere Pro. I don't understand. Does anybody else have that problem? I don't. Is it just me? That was wrong with the last podcast. It just wouldn't load right, and I put the files on there, like to import the files on there, and it wouldn't take it, and it was just acting wonky. I was like, what? I didn't like that. I didn't like that. Where am I at? 40, 43. But no, they're not perfect. They're not perfect all the time. But I don't want to jinx nothing, even though I don't really believe in jinx. But I don't want to say nothing and mess up. But my phone, besides the last time, but I think the last phone, because I had the 10 before I got this 11, the 11 Pro, I had messed the screen up, right? And I didn't go to Apple because I already got it fixed the first time. They didn't even fix it. They just gave me a new phone. But then the screen cracked, right? So I went to one of those, like, those places you see in like the on the side where it's like, we fix your phone. I went to one of them, got the screen replaced. It looked clean. It was like, oh yes, it's working fine. And I started to go to use it. It was working fine. Then throughout the day, it just started jittering and glitching on me. And it was just, I couldn't use it. I was like, man, I guess I gotta get a new phone. thank God it didn't cost that much to get the screen replaced. But like I feel like I'm like, man, I really wasted that money and I could have just traded it in. But I couldn't trade it in. I'm kind of glad I got the screen fixed before because I couldn't get it traded in without paying a certain fee because it was damaged. But whatever. And that's the only time my phone like messed up. Like for me, this phone worked fine. Like it's worked fast and it don't be slowing down. It don't none of that for me. It works pretty clean, and all my iPhones I've had since the 5S have been fine. The 10 was the only one I had a problem with, but it was because I just dropped it and that screen replacement. But yeah, but Apple's not a bad company. People always try to make them like a bad company because I don't know, they just don't like certain things, and I don't like certain things about Apple. Like I said it in a couple podcasts ago. Like I don't like how they like bully you into like buying something. Like they have to bully you. When I say bully you, they mean like when they did the redesign, the first redesign of the MacBooks, and they just had USB-C ports, and there was no SD card, there was no what other ports? There was just no other like mini SD cards like the old ones had. They had to bully you into buying the little adapter piece so you could put your SD cards in there. So if you want to transfer your footage on there, they bully you. When they took the headphone jack out on the 7, they bully you into. Well, they had the headphones, but like they kind of bullied you into trying to get Bluetooth or wireless, and now the world is going real wireless now. But you can't you can't say they don't start a trend. You can't say they don't, because look at the AirPods. Them were the first wireless earbuds, right? And you see all these other companies copying off that scheme. They had the little case for them. They sit in and they charge. They got Samsung Buds. They got Google got some. Other companies are just copying off of that style. Beats by Dre, who is owned by Apple, they did the same thing, which is weird because it's like they the same company. Who even wears Beats anymore? Like, are they even popular anymore? I don't see nobody talking about Beats. It's just AirPods Pro, AirPods. I gotta get a new pair of AirPods. I want to get the Pros, but why are they $200, y'all? They're only $200. They're on sale. They're like $50 off because they were $250. But on Amazon, they're like $200, and I'm like, I might want to get them. I might just get like the Generation 2s because they $150. Cause I like those, but then I don't know, cause the newer ones, you gotta like squeeze them to like change the song or something, or change whatever. And I don't know if I like that. I kind of just like the double tap. I thought that was cooler. But no, I was saying, they just bully you into like getting stuff. Like the new iMacs, it's the same way as the MacBooks. They only got these USB-C ports on there. So now you're going to have to go get an adapter because, we still got SD cards, and you gotta get your footage and your pictures off there somehow. I guess you could Bluetooth it. I don't know if you could Bluetooth. I know for sure you can on the phone. That's the coolest thing ever. When I found out you could do that, you just Bluetooth from your camera to your phone and just get all the pictures, and I just be editing them on the Lightroom app on here. Coolest thing. But I don't know if you do that on the computer. I'm not sure. I don't know. I'll look into that later on. I'll look into that later on. What's the time at? 49. Do I have any more topics? Let me see. Just to close that out, the point I was making, like, people don't like Apple, and I think it's just like with anything, people don't like stuff being too popular. Like artists or just anybody, they don't like stuff that's just popular. Like I mean, I don't know why my dad doesn't like Apple. or I just forgot what his reasoning. But like, I talked to this dude at my job, and he was like, and he was saying like how I was saying about the ecosystem, how you got to get this now, you got this now, or like the watch. I forgot about the watch. I'm gonna get to that in a second too. But he was just saying like, well, if you gotta get this and you gotta get that, you gotta get that, and I'm like, you don't have to get anything. It's just if you want to. Like I was thinking about buying an Apple Watch, but I kind of sat back and was like, I don't need that. I don't see how that would help me with anything. Cause most of the stuff, if it's something tech related, it has to like help me in some way. Like this camera helps me in a way I can make videos, I could do pictures. It helps me with that. I don't see what the watch would do for me. I don't see that with the Apple Watch. I guess you can see text messages or whatever, but I just got my phone. I don't see the difference. You can do less stuff on a smaller screen. I don't see the benefits of that. I don't know. Um, and I was really thinking about getting one, and I said no, I don't see that. But I still want another pair of AirPods because, like I said, I lost the freaking. I didn't think I could do that, but I lost the wired boys, y'all. It's crazy. I did not think I could do that. Plus, I just missed having AirPods. That was top notch. That you could just leave your phone on the charger and you be in the kitchen and your stuff is still in. I thought that was so cold. Like these headphones I got, these are wireless. Like I can take the wire off, but I don't do that when I'm recording anything because the latency and like the real time feedback whenever I'm talking. I don't want to be a delay or anything. I want it to be real time. But this is all I'm working with my phone. It's like sometimes you don't want to have something all on your head, Sometimes I just want something in my ears or just something just small, low key, discreet. Plus, if you just laying in bed and this is just on your head, it hurts. And no, I'd rather just have the AirPods. So I think I'm gonna grab a pair of them in a minute. I miss having them. I just got to keep up with them. I don't know how I lost them, and I was going like a year strong, and I just lost them, y'all. Let me see. That's I think that's all I got. That's all I got. So if you are on YouTube, I hope you hit that subscribe button for me. If you like my content, like me, hit the like button. Comment something you like down below, something you don't like, something you disagree, something you want to see more of. Thank you if you're listening on Apple, Spotify, Anchor, Google. I don't know the other streaming platforms I put myself on, but thank you for listening. If you're listening on there, give me a good review if you like what you're seeing or like what you're hearing. With that being said, it's your boy Big Al. Thank you for listening. I'm out.